Hello everyone and welcome back to Renowned Explorers International Society. Time for the 4th expedition, but first, we should spend some research. And what would we like here? Now normally, with a campaign crew, psychology is the option of choice, and this does add to campaign whenever we enter a wits challenge, so that's not a bad option. We do like campaign with this crew. On the other hand, gain a free tool might be very nice, especially considering that this is going to be one of the last papers we get. There's no way we're finishing off another tree. And actually, it's very unlikely we're going to get to Asian Wisdom. We could grab Art of Bartering, which would help us, but it is very expensive to buy those 4 barterer helpers. So I tend to like to go for slightly cheaper ones. Food Sciences is not great in this case, only 1 supplies because we'll only have 1 Master Research Field. Improved Cargo is decent and only takes 2 papers, so that would be fine. But we'd also get the tool, so that's nice. And I may go that way, just for the easier supply access, where we don't have to pay for the barterers and for the tool itself. But 2 campaign for Witch Challenge is very nice. The choosing one emotion that'll have a stronger effect will only benefit probably 1 of our characters. We could choose Excited, and that would benefit all 3, actually. Victor can do Excited with Peace Treaty, Phelan can do Excited with her normal attack, and not War Dance. War Dance is Confident, and Hojo can do Confident with Reaching Out, so maybe Confident would be better. Yeah, actually, in this case, Confident is actually better. Victor has a Confident attack as his normal attack, Phelan has War Dance, and Hojo has Reaching Out. But I do not know what the secondary effect on Confident is. And we should probably go Psychology. Alright. As much as I want that tool, we're going to go Psychology, I guess. Let's take a look at what we can spend our entourage points on, our status, our status, I guess. I guess it is status. It's our campaign tokens, and status is the actual resource. Do we need Weapon Expert? Yes, actually. So we should probably grab that. The alternative being Rogue Sneaking, but she learns that from her campfire card if she ever gets it, and she does not need Beguiler Astonishing. So, yeah, okay. Oh, although, before we do that, we should check and see if we want any of the expensive ones. We have the option of this one here. Doubles the original campaign and secret tokens gained from Insight. That might be nice. Alternatively, we have this one here. Nope, wrong store. We have this one here. 1 treasure hunt, 1 secret, or 1 discovery whenever we resolve an encounter with an attitude of choice. However, we do not really care too much about the super tokens in this particular run. Oh, excuse me. I had to sneeze there. If we were going to get any of these 1,000 status ones, we would probably get the one that doubles the amount of tokens we get. And that would be very nice for this. We probably should do that. The question, of course, being, would that gain us an extra 1,000 campaign? If it would, that makes it worth it, probably. If it would not, maybe not so much. Right now, we get 74 to 100 status. It might be worth it. It might very well. Let's go ahead and do it. Doubles the original campaign and secret tokens gained from Insight. If we manage to unlock Asia, this will become much more valuable than it already is. Alright. Any specialists we want here? Rogue Merciless? Yeah, we could grab that. That might be nice. Sure, let's do that. There we go. And that's pretty much all we're going to get, probably. Now, unfortunately, buying that 1,000 status one means that we cannot afford a lot of the other random perks that we have access to, but that's okay. We will figure it out. Let's go look at what we want to do with our money. We already gave 2 of our people their specialty book. Now we could grab a much better version of it, 1350, if we could afford it. We're not quite there at the moment, but we might be able to do it with selling and some insight. Is that the route we want to take, or would we rather buy some items? Probably don't want any of these that much. And I think we already took everything we really wanted out of this. Okay. And nothing here I'm really interested in. Okay, so we might as well spend our gold to try to get really good books. Even if we can't afford one now, next time we come back to the shop, we may be able to. And that would be fine. Let's go ahead and upgrade the shop twice. We're going to want it all the way upgraded. And as you can see, we're about 400 short now from being able to afford those really nice books. If we did gold, we could get 40 to 60. Oh, 40 to 60 gold per insight, which isn't bad. On the other hand, if we did campaign, we get almost as much, 39 to 62 gold, actually as much with Phelan. So that is very nice. Let's go ahead and spend at least 2 insight with Phelan here. And that will actually put us back up at around 1,000 gold. And almost 500 campaign. Let's see if there's any other specialty entourages we would like. Weapons expert. Do not have that and cannot learn it, so that would be a good idea. Rogue sneaking, again, we don't care about. Alright, we'll keep that in mind. Go back and check our other entourage shops again. Yeah, I'm probably going to pass on all those. I could get some extra journalists or another lobbyist, but it's a little late for that. Don't need any of those. We could grab etiquette or customs for Victor. He could use customs technically because we're going to give him formations. Yeah, it might be worth considering. And we bought everything else in the shop already. You know what? Sure. Let's go ahead and grab a perk for Victor. It may come in handy. You never know. Any other specialty entourages we would really like, besides these guys who are very expensive. But that still may be the way to go. Weapons expert we talked about? Yeah, that is probably the best option from here. Maybe diplomat languages if I'd rather have a level 4 diplomat instead of a level 5 tactician, but I do think I want that level 5 tactician. That's going to be very nice. Okay, let's just grab that. We can't. Never mind. We can't quite afford it. We are short. Now, if we spent 1 insight, we might have enough. In fact, very probably. Let's spend 1 more insight. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought we were going to be 2 campaigns short, which would have been devastating. But instead, we can't afford it. Very nice. And so I guess Victor will learn Weapons Expert. Very good. Okay, I'm liking the way this crew is looking perk-wise. Level 6 Quick Thinker, Level 5 Beguiler, and Level 5 Tactician, soon to become Level 6. Phelan, unfortunately, cannot become Level 6 with Storytelling because she already has it. And that is the most worrisome part of this, is how are we going to get her Beguiler Level 6 so we can get these points. Is she still missing? She has the rose, right? Yes, she does, indeed. So that is not going to be a way to get her that extra perk. And I did not see any in the entourage shops for Beguiler that she did not already have. And I do not believe... Beguiler Astonishing she has, right? Yeah, she does. And there are no Beguiler trinkets in here that she can grab that'll help her out either. She already has Storytelling. So that is a problem. She's not going to be able to get that level 6 Beguiler probably anytime soon. I'm going to check through one more time, just to make sure I didn't miss a Beguiler perk that I could still take that would get her to level 6. Because I would be willing to spend some insight for it if I had to. We got her beautiful smile. That is the one she has. Yes, it is. So that's not going to help. Yeah, alright. No options there. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and just save this gold. It may come in handy. And we are going to go to the Anagogic Archipelago. Now again, we're going here originally because Phelan's questline is here, but we haven't gotten her campfire card. Very frustrating. We will hope that grabbing it during the campaign is enough. I don't know if it is, but there's no reason not to try. Here we go. Bobo the Misadventurous had a misadventure and gone missing. Time to go save him. Now, Bobo does give us an option for getting a Beguiler perk, but I believe she already has the 2 Beguiler perks that he can offer. We'll see if we get there. If we survive, we will see. Alright, they will let us know where a stupa is. We definitely want to know. Oh, way over there. Alright. We will consider checking that out. We'll see. Let's go. We have an option for 2 different encounters here right at the start. Let's take this one just because it's a little bit more over to the edge. And we do not have an archaeologist. So even if we succeed in this fight, which we will, we will not be able to explore the ruins very well. That's okay. We really just want the friendly champion point. That's our concern right now, because we are not very far ahead of Rivalo, and that worries me. Worries me a lot. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's do our standard strategy of backing up and taking out the group that is behind us. There we go. Moved Phelan there first because she has the most trouble getting into range typically. Although I don't think Victor will be able to reach right now. We will see, but I bet that's out of his range. I think he only has 3 movement as well. Yes, it is out of his range. Okay. You know what? We could just take this guy out if we wanted to right now. We probably shouldn't. That's probably a waste. Let's just make Phelan confident. Might as well. She wasn't anything, so confident at least is positive if she decides to use assassination. We are going to take a little bit of damage here, but hopefully they'll group up in a nice pattern for War Dance. That's my my hope, at least. That was a nice AoE. I really wanted him to be 1 square over. Ooh, that was a good miss for us. We would have been in trouble. I really wanted this guy to set up shop here, so I could stand here and get all 3 of them. Phelan has no chance of getting over to this square, obviously. So that's unfortunate. And Peace Treaty is not going to do it either. Let's see here. Let's back up. Bring Phelan up. Bring Victor back up, and War Dance. Mostly for the heal. Now this does leave Phelan in a pickle, because she is both impressed and in range. I was really hoping that Peace Treaty would do enough to take out these 2 guys. But unfortunately, he's not excited. We cannot get him excited either with our current party members. So we're going to have to hope for some high rolls. Phelan is probably going to go down regardless, which is unfortunate. But that's how it goes. Okay, we did get both of these guys. There is a chance Phelan survives. Not a very good chance, but a small chance nonetheless. Nope, there's the AoE. That's going to do it. And Victor may go down as well if this Master Trance can get in range. Okay, very lucky for us that she could not, in fact. Let's back Victor up. And we'll use him to heal Hojo up. Hojo doesn't really need it, but Victor wasn't planning on doing anything else with his turn, so we might as well. Bring Hojo up. Go ahead and res Phelan. She is still impressed, which is unfortunate, but we'll just bring her back here and let her heal up Victor. I should be healing a little bit more with this team. They're very, very strong at that, and I'm just not using them appropriately. That was a very fortunate miss for us. And these Masters of Trance are typically very difficult to bring down, especially when you can only get one guy in range at a time, which is our problem at the moment. Let's at least get them impressed. They're doing a little bit less damage to us. Yeah, that's not going to be sufficient either. Kicking is a little bit better, turns out. Actually, yeah, that oh, wow, Victor can actually take this one out. We will do that. And we don't really want to bring Phelan up here, because she'll just be in the AoE with everyone else. We could bring her over here and try to start working on this Master Trance, but she'll be able to get all three of us in her AoE. But she is the last one alive, so maybe I don't care. Normally I would be more concerned, but she has no friends anymore. We've taken them all onto our side. But we did lose a resolve from this fight. Oh, wow, that damage. Holy crap. That was a lot of damage. Okay, I didn't expect that. I don't know what else to say. I didn't think that was going to be able to kill Phelan. Wow. Okay. That puts us in a little bit of a dire strait. We are losing resolve very, very quickly. And this is a hard area. The boss fight in this area, I have lost the game to on many occasions at this point. And this is looking grim already. We cannot inspect the mural, so we're just going to make a copy of it and move along. Hojo did level up. We'll give him Quick Thinker Alert. And Victor leveled up as well to get Tactician Formations. Okay, let's keep moving. More priests and priestesses. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can do better this time. All right, let's see. One Master Trance back there, one here. We do want to get rid of those as fast as possible, but they are tanky. They're very, very difficult to get rid of. Now, they don't have any armor, so going aggressive is always an option. It won't help us with Friendly Champion, so if we are going to do that, we need to do it early and then compensate later with friendly attacks. We could War Dance. That would also make Victor confident, which might help out. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And let's see if a confident Victor can take out this Master of Trance with his melee attack, with his aggressive attack. Yes. We actually, with just his regular one, that is fine. I may have to do that more often in this area. As much as I want to make sure we get a friendly victory, we may have to take that risk in order to make sure we don't continuously lose resolve. Alright. Okay, not too much damage there. That's good. Hojo might be my strongest character defensively against speech damage. I'll have to check. I'm kind of curious if that's true or not. 35? 41. Of course, they're all getting plus 20. But Victor is actually our highest member in terms of speech defense, which is interesting. Alright, what do I want to do here? Let's move. No, let's not do that. 1 second. I would like to get both of them adjacent to Victor, so we can use Inspiring Attack, but we do want to get to back to friendly as soon as possible. That's also an issue. So maybe we shouldn't do that. Do we have War Dance left, or did we use it? We used it. I thought we did. Okay. Yeah, we should probably just impress here. Now, the Master Trance has gotten very close to being in range. I'm a little concerned about that. She will be able to AoE us next turn, so we do need to make sure that our characters are not in AoE range, or we can come over here and block her off. And that might be preferable. We can block her off and still get Victor's AoE down. Let's do that. That will keep him away, hopefully, from Fei Lin and Hojo. And she'll only be able to target Victor, which is not too bad for us. See how that goes. That's an interesting tactic. We'll see if it works. Ooh, quite a bit of damage on Victor. It's a little worrisome. But again, she could only hit one person with that AoE, and it wasn't too shabby. Now, of course, Victor is very low. And if we bring everyone over here, we, again, are risking that AoE, which is concerning to me. I cannot one-shot her, which is unfortunate. So instead, we will do a confident attack, and I'm going to heal him with, I'm going to heal him with Hojo over the wall. It's a little bit risky because I'm getting Hojo close enough to be AoE'd, and I'm continuing Victor being impressed, which means he takes some more damage next turn. But he was probably going to go down regardless. And he did survive that way. Excellent. Good choice then. You never know. You never quite know if you're making the right decision or not, but in that case, that was the right way to handle it. And we can bring Hojo over here and finish off the Master of Trance. Alright. Didn't get Emotion Spreader. Too bad. We did get 3 out of 6 a friendly champion, though. And we will continue exploring. Let's see. Let's head over here. Sure, some free gold. Yep. Oh, and some mugs. That's unfortunate. We don't want the mugs. But we did find... Oh, never mind. We found a campfire story. Victor's secrets about his military past have gone beyond the pale for Fei Lin. Crew members should be able to trust each other. If Fei Lin is putting her life in Victor's hands, Victor should trust Fei Lin as well. Now, Fei Lin, we just talked about this last episode. You should not badger people with a military past if they don't want to talk about it. And here you are doing it. I thought you understood, and clearly that is not the case. In the Battle of Malakoff, when Victor was still a young commander, Victor had a reputation as a remarkable defensive strategist. His division was untouchable due to his great caution. But as Victor was advancing so slowly, the enemy flanked his friend Eduard's division. His friend died there, and Victor has always blamed himself. He might have received an honor for keeping all his men alive, but he feels he could have done more to save Eduard. That's a hard story. That's a tough tale. Did he do the right thing? His men would say so, I'm sure. Could he have done more to help his friend? Also possible. It's difficult to know, right? And even those of us who have never been in a situation like this, I'm sure have had the opportunity to beat ourselves up over something that we have done, regardless of the fact that it can no longer be changed, right? It's human nature to relive moments that we wish we would have done differently. And it can be hard. It can be very hard. Fei Lin really appreciates Victor opening up, though. Sometimes a physical statement is your last resort, but war is indeed not something we should grow fond of. Fei Lin and Victor now trust each other a little bit more. 5 armor and 5% speech power. Not great, but, you know, it's not bad either. Let's see what's here at this node. A weird structure. Okay, so it's a stupa. Let's send Victor down. And we will activate the green kimono dragon, maybe? Yeah. Some more status. Very nice. And we'll keep moving. Not much here. We really don't want to go to a cultural challenge too much, but we do have a diplomat, so there's a chance this will go well for us. We'll risk it. Oh, and the talking heads. Interesting. When the crew was still on land, they managed to obtain a book of Hindu folklore. All right. Okay, so the talking heads. The talking heads require 2 of them to be amused, right? One of them can be amused by a diplomat, which we do have. One of them can be amused by an archaeologist, which we do not have, and one of them can be amused by an athlete, which we also do not have. So our chances of succeeding on amusing 2 of them are somewhat low. And if we don't manage to amuse them, we pretty much lose the game, because they give you a massive debuff to your speech, which is very important in this mission. We do have a tool, though. That could help us out. let's look at our campfire stories. Did we get Phelan's finally? We did, and we finally got Hojo. So late to get these two. These, well, especially this one, is incredible the earlier you get it. Extra discovery, treasure hunter, secret, whenever you find a treasure, depending on its category. It's insanely good. But we will take Totally Spy, because we are hoping we can still get her special quest, even though we're already here. We'll see. The crew finds Phelan reading some sort of note. Curious to know what's written on it, they approach Phelan to see what's up. What do you got? It's nothing. It's Grandma's recipe for my noodles. Rather suspiciously, Phelan quickly changes the subject. Who likes kittens or puppies? Adorable, right? What? What? Phelan bombards Victor with questions like, what color fur is cutest on kittens? And wouldn't you want to be two puppies so you could play together? Something's not quite right. Phelan, we need to have a talk. You just badgered Victor into telling you about his past with the excuse that you need to be able to trust each other because your lives are in each other's hands. And then, not 2 nodes later, you turn around and are like, oh, I'm keeping secrets about my past. That's a little hypocritical. Come on. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Phelan's cover, however, for now, seems to be intact. Okay, do we risk the talking heads? Excellent question. Even our diplomat is not great. Only 3 levels in it. That's going to make that check doable, but somewhat more difficult than I would like. We have 0 chance of getting an archaeologist check, and the chance of us getting our athlete check is practically 0, having only 1 level of it. So you know what? As much as I would like to go get that treasure, we are instead going to pass on it. I think that's just the intelligent decision in this case. It's a little sad, but it is the intelligent decision, I think. Let's continue. Some supplies. I would definitely like to get those supplies. That would be very nice. Very good. 2 supplies. We'll continue moving. Another odd node up there. Now, it could just be another stupa, but it could also be Phelan's quest. I have no idea what that looks like, so I don't want to leave it behind just in case. And another stupa. All right, we'll take another green Komodo dragon. And tremors from the ground reveal a secret area. Okay. Do we want to get teleported there? Sure, why not? This island just emerged from the ground. It may have boasted some of the mystical power of the ancient stupas. The crew lands their boat to see what's going on. What a weird place. The nature here is vibrant, which is weird, considering it just came out of the ocean. But there are bird cages. They're in the form of stupas. A weird sight. The birds, however, seem to be missing. Let's grab some trinkets. Then Hojo sees a weird sight, and Monkey runs off from the crew in glee and laughter. I smell trouble, says Hojo. Definitely true. And he returns with an army of birds. But we are a level 6 tactician, actually, and so we get supreme tactics, and that should make this quite a fair bit easier, hopefully. We'll see. We will indeed see. Okay. So we do start with 20% attack power and 20% speech power on all of our members, which is very handy. And we're going to do the exact same thing we normally do, which is back up and attempt to take out as many of the backline as we possibly can before the rest of their party catches up to them. And fortunately, Friendly is very good here against these devious birds. Now, every time I've played this fight before, and I believe I've done it twice, every time I've done this, the monkey and one bird sort of sticks in the background and fights each other for most of the battle, and I let them. I use that time to clean up all the rest of the birds, and then I will go find these two and finish them. I'm surprised he got into range, actually. It was quite a long way for him to travel, but he did get there. And that one's going to, too. All right. Fortunately, not a lot of damage. The extra speech defense here is really helping out. And here's these two. They're going to have their little tiff in the background. Let's see how that goes. I've never had one of them defeat the other, so I'm not sure if there's a special event that happens if they do, or what goes on there. It is kind of interesting, though. Okay, this bird is a aggressive bird and has very little armor, as opposed to these guys who have armor but no speech defense. So we might want to consider taking this one out with an aggressive attack. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll just do that. That'll be fine. Actually, if I'm going to use an aggressive attack, I should probably do it soon so that I have time to go back into friendly. I really don't think I want to try to take this guy out with speech, and he's going to hurt quite a bit. You can see he has 40 strength. Very, very, very strong birdie there. So yeah, let's just smack him once, and he will be done. Then we can work our way back to friendly as soon as possible. Especially because we're taking minus 25%, or minus 25 speech defense now, which is not ideal, let's say. Yeah, we'll do that. No sense using our good move yet when we can take one out anyway using a more common move. Much better damage. I thought that was probably going to be the case. After all, we had a swing of 50 speech defense there. That makes a big difference. And we'll finish up this bird, maybe with Hojo. And I am going to use Hojo for that because I do want to take the time to heal my other two members up on our way to deal with that monkey and the other bird up there. So here we go. We'll heal Phelan up a little bit. And then she'll turn around and repay the favor. And we're already back to friendly, which is nice. We do need to switch one more time if we want to get Mood Switcher. I wouldn't mind, especially given how close we are in points to Rivalo. But that is risky that we will then not end the expedition friendly. So, plus and minuses there. Okay, trying to get a little closer here. Might take us... Oh, we should be able to hit them this turn. I was thinking if they stayed over there and continued their little one-on-one, we would have trouble getting to them on this turn, but that wasn't actually the case. Phelan still has War Dance. Let's go ahead and do that. Do I want to risk Mood Switcher? I think I'm going to, actually. Let's go ahead and get that point. It may be necessary. We are very close in points to Rivalo, and that does make me nervous. As long as we can finish right now... Oh, and we just barely cannot. That is unfortunate. I was really hoping we'd be able to finish the fight right there so we wouldn't get any more aggressive points. Couldn't quite pull it off. We'll have to watch this bar here. It's already getting so aggressive is higher than friendly, which is not a good start. Well, I guess we're just gonna hope, right? Reaching out does remove 2 aggressive and devious pips, so that could be enough. We did go back to friendly. Oh, it was enough. Excellent. All right. You've become friends with the Warden Monkey. It doesn't happen that often that you end up on the good side of Rascals. He wants to show you something. And he gives us a hidden treasure, the Wanaboya Hoard. 1 secret for every 2 levels of Engineer or Rogue. Okay. 1 to 3 gold from Encounter, or just 8 collect. And I'm just going to take the 8 collect. We don't have that many levels of Rogue. We'd only get 2 secrets from that. That's not that big a deal. We are low on supplies already, which is a little worrying, to say the least. There's a nice Wits challenge down here, but if we do that, by the time we get to here, we will already be taking debuffs. We'll take 1 more to go here. So we'll take 2 debuffs if we want to go down to this Wits challenge. And I don't think I'm willing to do that. Oh, you know what? We're not even heading there. We're heading over here. Never mind. So we really can't afford to do that. Let's just go here. Okay, got a few gold. And we are going to take 1 debuff still. Oh! Phelan guides the crew through some very thick fog banks to find something hidden. A secret pirate cove. The crew wonders how Phelan got this knowledge, but an uncovered secret is an uncovered secret. Okay, yeah. Phelan warns the crew this place is dangerous. One person must stay behind. Phelan would prefer if Victor came with her. The two seem to have an understanding. The crew agrees, and Phelan and Victor enter the pirate cove. Okay! This is new. Oh, this is very exciting. The two arrive at a special room with a chest full of gold. There are holes on all sides. It's quite a weird sight. Victor thinks the room is a bit fishy, but Phelan says it's nothing. Uh-huh, sure it isn't. Go get the gold. Phelan waits a second as Victor moves forward, but after just a few steps, darts come flying from all sides towards Victor. But Victor is very brave and was prepared to be betrayed. Wow, this is very lucky. I have never seen this event. I promise you, I had no idea what this involved. But I imagine that the fact that Victor is brave is a big deal here, because it's the only option. As if Victor knew what was going to happen, he quickly dodges the incoming darts. Phelan is surprised. She was sure that Victor would. Victor looks Phelan in the eye with rage. Just as he's about to grab Phelan by her garb, a secret door opens. In the secret room, there's a magnificent treasure of a 3-headed elephant. Phelan softly asks if she can have it, but Victor nabs it and gives her the evil eye. Is this what she wanted to betray the crew for? Phelan is shocked and ashamed, and I have never gotten this treasure. This is a brand new treasure for me. 50 renown for each resolve, 2 encounter for each resolve, or +5 gold from collect. That's incredible. We will grab that. Knowing there's a rat in the crew, Victor angrily returns with Phelan. Phelan tries to bargain, saying the treasure is important to the Thai people, but Victor doesn't care. This is the price of betrayal. They take the gold and leave. Wow. Okay, that's fascinating. The crew returns to Hojo, who surprises to see a sad Phelan and an angry Victor. When he asks what happened, both keep quiet. For the sake of the expedition, Victor decides to keep the incident a secret. Victor asks if they could leave already. Phelan, I am extremely disappointed with you. I liked Phelan. Like, I swear, I thought Phelan was a great person. Phelan's a jerk. And to Victor, of all people. Like, Victor's an upstanding citizen. He's a veteran of war. Like, you should respect him. Like, he's great. His men like him. That's like the best sign of a general, right? If your men respect you. And he said his men did. I believe him. I can't believe she did that. I'm offended. I'm struggling to get over that, honestly. But we did get our new treasure, though. That's good. I don't trust her. I think she's hiding something. Very good. 15 speech defense and 15 armor. That's nice. And there's a little bit of a weird thing. Wary Victor, but likes Victor here. Of course, there's a little bit of a likes Phelan and Phelan's opposite here as well. Interesting. It's already been 37 minutes. Let's complete this expedition and do some overworld map stuff next time. Thank you for watching. That was very interesting. If you enjoyed the episode, please put a like on it. If you would like to see more in the future, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. And we'll see you next time in this very interesting situation filled with betrayal. And a new distaste for the character of Phelan. Phelan's character has been called into question. And Victor's character is sublime. We'll finish on that note. I'll see you next time.